Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is CJUFCPicks, the Smoke Sesh. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds to show support. So subscribe to this YouTube channel, CJUFCPicks, especially if you like free picks, free bets, free underdogs, free locks, right here every single week on CJ UFC Picks. We always smoke that fire weed. We got one rolled up right here just for this content. So make sure to join us every single week. Subscribe, like us, tell everyone about CJ UFC Picks. As you just saw on UFC Fight Night Paris, I did great, ladies and gentlemen. Out of 11 fights, I got 10 of them correct. Only one wrong, which was my dog of the card. Lochran unfortunately lost that decision to Taylor Lapilus. But that's okay because I got 10 W's once again. 10 picks correct for UFC Fight Night Paris. I won each and every single one of my bet besides my dog of the card. So I am in the positive. I am in the green. I am doing very well for the past 11 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. 11 straight weeks of winning UFC, of destroying the bookies. We're going for 12 for this one. UFC 293. We have UFC 293 Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. I'm going for another 10 W's. I'm going for a 12-week winning streak right here for UFC 293. So let's get right into it, folks. Let's not waste any more time for this breakdown. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like us, and make sure to light one up. Because I'm about to light one up and give you some fire picks. Let's go. First fight of the night is scheduled in the men's welterweight division. We have Kevin Jousset versus Kiefer Crosbie. Kevin Jousset, he's 8-2, 30 years old. His weight, height, and reach is unavailable right now. I'm going off Tapology. He is making his UFC debut. And then we have Kiefer Crosbie. He is also making his UFC debut. He's 10-3, 33 years old, 5'11", 70-inch reach. This should be a close fight. I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, I did not do a lot of tape on this fight, so whichever pick I give you, I'm not 100% on. But I did do a little bit of research on these guys. Kevin Jousset, he's on a 3-fight winning streak, right? Kiefer Crosbie is on a 2-fight winning streak, so both of these guys are on a winning streak. This is almost a pick 'em. Kevin Jousset, he is a minus 135 favorite, while Kiefer Crosbie is sitting at plus 110 underdog. Kevin Jousset, he's out of France. We just came from UFC Paris. Kiefer Crosbie, he's from Ireland. My heart, my gut, I have to go with the more experienced fighter. I'm going with Kiefer Crosbie to win this fight. He's going to continue his 2-fight winning streak, going on 3. This should be a close fight, though. Not 100% on that pick, like I said in the beginning. I did not do a lot of tape on this fight. But, I'm changing that pick. I'm sorry. Something just told me in my head to pick Kevin Jousset. I gotta listen to my head. I gotta listen to my brain, my heart. My gut just told me, no, that's the wrong pick. So, let me just change my pick real quick right here. Kevin Jousset to win this fight by decision. Next fight, we have In the men's featherweight division, Shane Young versus Gabriel Miranda. Shane Young, he's 13-7, 30 years old, 5'8", with a 72.5-inch reach. Gabriel Miranda, he's 16-6, 33 years old, 5'11", 71-inch reach. Shane Young currently sitting at minus 165 favorite, while we have Gabriel Miranda sitting at plus 140 underdog. Interesting line right there. Shane Young is riding a three-fight losing skid. His last win in the UFC was 4 years and 5 months ago against Austen Arnett, which is not in the UFC anymore. And then he lost to Ludovic Klein, he lost to Omar Morales, and he lost to Blake Builder. For Gabriel Miranda, his last loss was against Benoit Saint Denis, and as we all saw last night on UFC Fight Night Paris, Benoit Saint Denis ain't no joke. But before that, he was on a three-fight winning streak, which I like. I have to go with the underdog here. I think he's going to get it done. I think Gabriel Miranda is going to win this fight. He's going to bounce back from that loss against Benoit Saint Denis. He's going to show everyone, even though Shane Young is in his home turf, because they are in New Zealand, I believe. I'm sorry, they're in Australia, which kind of is the same a little bit. Don't kill me if it isn't, but you know what I mean. He's probably a better home turf advantage for Shane Young here. But I like Gabriel Miranda. I think he's going to show us he's better than Shane Young, and I think he's going to show us that he's hungrier than Shane Young. So give me Gabriel Fly Miranda. Not sure how he gets it done. Maybe by decision. I do see a decision victory, maybe. Because both of these gentlemen are tough. Um, Gabriel Miranda by decision or submission. That's my pick for this fight. Let's move on up to the next fight on the card. Scheduled in the men's welterweight division, we got Blood Diamond versus Charlie Radtke. Blood Diamond, he's 3-2, 35 years old, 5'11", a 70-inch reach. Then we got Charlie Chuck Buffalo Radtke. He's 7-3, 33 years old, 5'10", and his reach is unavailable. This should be an interesting fight. Blood Diamond, as we all know, trains with Israel Adesanya. He's also from New Zealand, but he's lost his last two fights. As for Charlie Radtke, he's on a four-fight winning streak. He's a minus 250 favorite. Blood Diamond is a plus 252. I'm sorry, plus 195 underdog. I apologize about that. This should be a closer fight than the number says, in my opinion. I'm gonna stay away, far, far away, money line wise from this fight, and you should too. Do not bet this fight straight up, in my opinion. This might be a stupid pick, but I'm going with the momentum. I'm going with the younger, fresher fighter. I'm going with the favorite, Charlie Radtke, in a very, very close fight. Probably by decision. Not very confident pick, but I'm just going with the momentum here. I'm riding with Charlie Radtke to win. I don't see anything special on Blood Diamond. He's a two-fight losing skid. Probably gonna lose this fight as well. So, give me Charlie Radtke to win. Not very confident on that pick though, ladies and gentlemen. So, stay away, far, far away. Maybe bet the over 2.5. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled in the men's lightweight division. We have Nasrat Haqparast versus Landon Quiñones. Nasrat Haqparast. He's 14 and 5, 28 years old, 5'2", 72-inch reach. Then we have Landon Quiñones. He's 7-1 and 1, 27 years old, 5'9", 72-inch reach. And Nasrat, he is a huge favorite at minus 410. Then we got Landon Quiñones. He's a plus 320 underdog, ladies and gentlemen. Huge underdog. So for those dog hunters out there, I get it. I get why you would play Landon Quinones, right? Huge value right there. He's 27 years old. But keep in mind, he is making his UFC debut. While we got Nasrat Haqparast, he's top 30 in the lightweight division. He's definitely fought the tougher competition. He's been in the UFC for a while now. So I get why he's a huge favorite. Um, and I do see Nasrat Haqparast winning this fight. I do see him winning this fight. I think it's going to be closer than the number says, though. Because I did see a little tape on Landon, and he's decent, you know. I think he's tough enough to last and not get finished. This should be a decision victory for Nasrat. So give me Nasrat Haqparast to win, and I might even throw him in a parlay bet that I might reveal down the road in this video. But if you want to figure out my bets, my dog of the card, my lock of the card for every single UFC event, go over to Twitter, go over to TikTok, go over to Instagram, and follow me on there. CJUFCPicks. You'll see all of my good plays on there. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled in the men's lightweight division, we have Jamie Mullarkey versus John Makdessi. This should be a little bit of a banger, to be honest. Just a little tiny banger, you know, sneaky little banger right here. JB Mullarkey, he's 16 and 6, 29 years old, 6 foot even, with a 74-inch reach. John the Bull Makdessi, he's 18 and 8, 38 years old, 5'8", 68-inch reach. This is going to be a close fight. Both of these guys are tough. Both of these guys have been in the UFC for a little while. Especially John Makdessi. He's fought the tougher competition. He has more experience. But Mullarkey does have home turf advantage, home field advantage here. He's younger by almost 10 years. He's got the height advantage and the reach advantage. I say this in every single video. I see this in every single breakdown. I love fighters who have more advantages than their opponents. Jamie Mullarkey is a perfect example of that. But I don't know if I can pick him here in this fight. This is going to be a very close fight. Very tough fight to call. Um, Jamie Mullarkey is a minus 190 favorite in this fight. And then John Makdessi is a plus 155 underdog. This should be a pick'em, in my opinion. Honestly, let's look over the record real quick. Jamie Mullarkey, his last loss was against Mohamed Naimov. He lost to by knockout TKO, and that was 2 months ago. So this is a fast turnaround for him. Then he won against Francisco Prado. He won against Michael Johnson, lost against Jalen Turner, and won against Devontae Smith. John Makdessi lost against Nasrat Haqparast, which is on this card. He won against Ignacio Bahamondes. He lost against Francisco Trinaldo, won against Jesus Pinedo, and won against Ross Pearson. I'm going with Jamie Mullarkey here. I'm going to stick with my method. I'm going to stick with my theory with the fighter who has the more advantages, and I think Jamie Mullarkey has more advantages in this fight. Give me Jamie Mullarkey to win by decision. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be a certified banger. Do not miss this fight. This fight should be on the main card, to be honest. This is going to be really good to watch. It's going to be scheduled in the men's featherweight division. We have Jack Jenkins versus Chepe Mariscal. Jack Jenkins, he's 12 and 2, 30 years old, 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. Then we have Chepe Mariscal. He's 14 and 6, 30 years old, 5'7" with a 69-inch reach. Jack Jenkins sitting at minus 220 favorite. Then we have Chepe Mariscal. He's sitting at plus 175 underdog. Jack Jenkins is going to have home field advantage here. He's from Australia and they're fighting at New South Wales, Australia for this card. And Jack Jenkins is a dog, ladies and gentlemen. He's a junkyard dog. He will fight for your money, even though he's a favorite in this on this card. He's a favorite in this fight. Chepe Mariscal also is a dog. Like I said, this fight is gonna be a war, a banger. Someone is probably gonna get knocked out. Someone's gonna get finished, in my opinion, in this fight. Both of these gentlemen are going to fight for your money. But Jack Jenkins, in my opinion, has more heart, has more skills, has more ways to win. And that's why I'm picking Jack Jenkins to win this very exciting fight. Might be fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I love this fight. I like both of these fighters. Both of these guys are on a winning streak. Chepe Mariscal on a 4-fight winning streak. Jack Jenkins is on a 5-fight winning streak, probably more than that. Let's check him out real quick. He's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of his last fights. So give me Jack Jenkins to win his 10 straight fight. And if he wins this fight, he's going to climb up the rankings and he's going to be something to look out for in this featherweight division, folks. I like Jack Jenkins. So, yeah, give me Jack Jenkins to win this fight. And speaking of fights that are not going the distance, ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is not going the distance. Scheduled in the light heavyweight division, we have Carlos Ulberg versus Da Un Jung. If you haven't, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to tell everyone you know about CJUFCPicks. Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We're the same everywhere. CJUFCPicks, the smoke sesh. Carlos Ulberg, he's 8-1, 32 years old, 6'4", 77-inch reach. Then we got Da Un Jung, 29 years old, 6'4", 78.5-inch reach. Carlos Ulberg riding a 4-fight winning streak, minus 295 favorite. Da Un Jung, plus 225 underdog. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, and I expect him to lose again in this fight. Carlos Ulberg is a killer, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna knock out Da Un Jung. He's one of my favorite fighters on this card. He's probably my most confident pick to win. Give me Carlos Ulberg to win by knockout, TKO, or DQ inside the distance. But Carlos Ulberg is gonna destroy Da Un Jung. I love him, and I placed a bet on him. Best believe I did. I put him in my parlay as well. Best believe I did. And once that KO prop comes out for Carlos Ulberg, you best believe I'm hopping right on it. And you should too. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Ulberg to win by knockout or TKO against Da Young. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled in the men's light heavyweight division, we have Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkalj. Tyson Pedro, he's 9-4, 31 years old, 6'3", 79-inch reach. Then we have Anton Turkalj. He's 5'2", 27 years old, 6'4", 78-inch reach. This fight is kind of low level, to be honest. Um, Tyson Pedro isn't that good. Anton Turkalj, the Pleasure Man, what a nickname, right? Um, he's okay. He's not that bad, but I just don't think he's UFC caliber, in my opinion. Both of these men are not UFC caliber, in my opinion. But Tyson Pedro does slow down. He can get sloppy. He can just not be great, not be good at all. Anton Turkalj, I like him as a dog in this fight. I think he has a chance to win. I think even though Tyson Pedro has home field advantage, he is from Australia. He is the favorite in this fight, minus 130 favorite. He looked really bad against Modauskas Bukauskas, man. Modauskas Bukauskas to me isn't that good either. But right now, Turkalj has lost his last two fights. He lost against JT Almeida, but JT Almeida is a destroyer. He is a monster. We all know that. And then he lost against Vitor Petrino, and Petrino isn't that bad either. We'll see how he does in the future. But Anton Turkalj, in my opinion, is more athletic, has better cardio, and probably has more power as well, in my opinion, than Tyson Pedro. So give me Anton Turkalj to win this fight. But if this fight goes to decision, I think Tyson Pedro wins just because they're in Australia. If this is a close fight and it goes to decision, then Pedro wins. But I think Anton Turkalj can finish. I think Anton Turkalj can win. And he's my pick to win this fight. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled in the men's heavyweight division. Here's another fight that's probably not going the distance. Someone is going to get knocked out. TKO. Guarantee it. We have Justin Tafa versus Austen Lane. Justin Tafa, he's 6'3", 29 years old, 6 foot even, 74-inch reach. Austen Lane, 12-3, 35 years old, 6'6", 80-inch reach. Tafa, he's got knockout power. He's very dangerous. Austen Lane, big heavyweight, 6'6" with a 80-inch reach. But he's not that impressive in my opinion. Not at all. I think he's a former football player, if I'm not mistaken. Justin Tafa is from Australia, so he's definitely going to have the home field advantage here. He's a younger fighter. I think he's probably has more knockout power. I think Austen Lane is more athletic, though, and probably faster on the feet. But I think he's going to slow down. I don't think his cardio is that impressive. I think he's going to gas. And that's where Justin Tafa is going to take over and he's going to knock this fool out. I think he's going to knock him out, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a knockout for Justin Tafa here. Give me Justin Tafa by knockout or TKO, and I think I am gonna bet that when that prop comes out for him. Justin Tafa to win this fight. Let's go. I'm gonna give you guys another 10 W's, 12 weeks in a row for CJ UFC picks. Join the squad, subscribe, like the video, light one up, and here's the next fight. Scheduled in the men's flyweight division, we have Manel Kape versus Felipe dos Santos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Manel Kape. He's 18 and 6, 29 years old, 5'5", 68-inch reach. Then we have the debuting Felipe dos Santos, undefeated at 7 and 0, 22 years old, 5'7". His reach is unavailable, but it says that his gym is from Shoot Box Diego Lima, which I believe Charles Oliveira trains there. So I think he's got a really good team at that gym. But Manel Kape ain't no joke. He's definitely fought the tougher competition. He's been in the UFC for a while now. He's fought the former champion, the current champion, Alexander Pantoja, and went to a decision with him. So we know he's tough. Manel Kape also has knockout power. Felipe dos Santos coming under the bright lights here at UFC 293 pay per view and his debut against Manel Kape. That's a tough call, in my opinion. That's really, really a huge step for anyone. And I don't think that Felipe dos Santos is going to be someone in the top 10 in this flyweight division. Give me Manel Kape all day in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Manel Kape is going to win this fight. He's a minus 370 favorite, so throw him in your parlays. Betting him just by himself won't give you much money unless you throw $370 on him just to get 370 back. But yeah, give me Manel Kape. Easy pick, easy lock right here. He might be my lock of the card, ladies and gentlemen. Just look out for that. Look out for the lock of the card, dog of the card on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. CJUFCPicks. Go follow me on there. I post my dog and locks. Let me get to this next fight. Scheduled in the co-main event of the evening for UFC 293, Adesanya versus Strickland. We have in the men's heavyweight division, and this fight is definitely not going the distance. I see a lot of violence on this card, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. We have Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov. Tuivasa, he's 15 and 5, 30 years old, 6'2", 75-inch reach. Then we got Alexander Volkov, 36 and 10, 34 years old, 6'7", 80-inch reach. This is going to be a banger for however long it lasts. Tuivasa sitting at plus 170 underdog. Volkov minus 200 favorite. Man, I was going back and forth on this fight before I started recording this video. This is going to be a very good fight. Like I said, someone's going to get knocked out. Someone's going to get finished in this fight. We all love Tuivasa. He's got knockout power. Alexander Volkov, though, ain't no joke. Even though he's got 10 losses, I do hate when fighters have double-digit losses. He's definitely fought the tougher competition. He's definitely has more experience. He's got height advantage by 5 inches. He's got the reach advantage by 5 inches. And he's on a 2-fight winning streak compared to Tuivasa, who's on a 2-fight losing streak. I gotta go with the favorite here, ladies and gentlemen. Even though Tuivasa is one of my favorite heavyweights, man, this is gonna hurt me to not pick this guy. He's from Australia. He's gonna have the fans behind him 100%. He's gonna get a huge pop when he comes out. But unfortunately, I think Alexander Volkov is gonna win this fight. I'm sorry, Ty. I thought I was gonna pick you, but I have to go with my heart. I have to go with my gut. Give me Alexander Drago Volkov to win this fight, knockout TKO. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event of the evening for UFC 293. Before I do this breakdown, before I give you my pick, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button for me. We love your new subscribers. We love the likes. We love the comments. So make sure to comment on this video who your picks are, your dog of the card, your lock of the card. We're here every single week giving you free picks, free bets, smoking that fire weed here for the smoke sesh. CJ UFC picks. We're here. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok, Twitter. CJUFC picks. Look us up. 11-week winning streak. We're going for 12. Scheduled in the men's middleweight division, we have Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland for the UFC middleweight championship of the world. Israel, the last style bender Adesanya. He's 24-2, 34 years old, 6'4", 80-inch reach. He's a minus 600 favorite. We have Sean Strickland. He is 27-5, 32 years old, 6'1", 76-inch reach, plus 440 underdog, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good fight, especially when they do the interviews, when they do the face-offs. That's all going to be great, especially Sean Strickland. He loves to talk crap. Israel Adesanya, we all know he can be cringe, but he's a great fighter. He's the middleweight champion for a reason. No one in the middleweight division has been able to stop him besides Alex Pereira. Sean Strickland is fighting a 2-fight winning streak. He's been looking impressive lately. He's beaten Nasrat Imavov, and then he knocked out Abus Magomedov. And Sean Strickland was my dog of the card for that fight. And I got it right. Sean Strickland won that fight. That was an easy pick. And to me, this is another easy pick. And this guy might be my lock of the card. Not official yet, but he might be my lock of the card for UFC 293. My pick for this fight, and I'm going to explain why after I choose him. And still, UFC middleweight champion Israel, the last style bender Adesanya, is going to win this fight inside the distance, knockout, TKO, submission, probably by knockout. I'm going to bet Israel Adesanya to win this fight. Guarantee it, folks. There's levels to this. Israel Adesanya, his level is out of this world. He's not going to lose this fight. I can guarantee it. 100% guarantee that Israel Adesanya wins this fight however he wants. He's a minus 600 for a reason. I think that line is a little too wide, but it's granted at the same time. Give me Israel Adesanya and still to win. And that was the breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. That was the smoke sesh. Still smoking, still puffing on this great fire weed. Great picks for y'all. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to share us. Don't be afraid to precipitate in the comments. Drop a comment. Even if you hate us, who cares? We love the haters too. We're on an 11-week winning streak, going for 12. We're going to give you another 10 W's, another 10 picks correct. Guarantee it, folks. CJUFCPicks, thank you so much for joining us. We're out of here, folks. Have a great Labor Day weekend.